I'm trying to play with, when one sees an image, we have certain expectations from it. And I like to play with that fact. So I don't come forward to all these expectations a viewer has towards an image. So I remove things or I add things. So the image is not going forward to all these expectations we get. So I play with the references and everything. And I think it's very interesting to do so, because that way we immediately have to question the image. Why is it like that? And by is another image that seems truthful, can it be trusted? You know? But it's also with the scale, of course. Like the drawings, I play a lot with scale, and some of the paintings, like this one, I play with scale as well. When you have scale model an architect uses or something, they put little figures next to the building they want to build, so you can see what scale it is. So it's a reference. Huh? So when you see, when something is shown on a photograph, sometimes a human being, or when you see an advertising for motor cars, for instance, they put a man or a woman next to the car, so you can see the scale. And they always use little people for that, for cars, because the cars looks bigger then. So it's the same thing I do, but I try to confuse. For instance, in drawings I put human figures next to a sculpture or building from different sizes. So you're not sure, you're not sure what size the actual sculpture or building is, or the surrounding. You're not sure how big or how small it is, because the people walking around it have different scales. So that's very funny for me. That's how I amuse myself. This work is about manipulation in a way. So it's dark, the setting is at night, and these giant women come and change the landscape. I mean, that's what it is to me. They just take a tree and move it 2 millimeters, and then they go home again, and they come back every night. And so the world changes without us noticing. That's how manipulation works. You have to do it carefully. The House of Opportunity, we have 5 drawings here. They're part of a much larger series concerning the central issue of the House of Opportunity. Is something that's been developed while drawing. The idea was, it is a comment on architecture and society, and the idea was to design a building, a large building, that is as ugly as possible. I mean, that was the purpose from my purpose to design it as ugly as possible and use all cliches that go towards this ugliness and this very individual lifestyle we have today. And but it became somehow, because I'm an artist, I guess, some kind of a poetical object. So it became more than that. It became, to me, like a metaphor for everything that goes wrong. But it's a beautiful object in the drawings. And I depict this theme, this House of Opportunity, in very different surroundings and very different contexts. So I also had made some scale models of it, of different types. And it could be built very tall in a museum. There's drawings about that too, like a big sculpture. So it's also possible to execute it someday.